Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this really easy heart-shaped wreath. Let's get started. You can buy your heart-shaped wreaths at Dollar Tree. You probably can also go on the internet, go to Amazon. There's a lot of places that sell these. Maybe Hobby Lobby does. I don't know if Walmart has this shape, but they do carry wire wreath, but I don't know if they have the heart shapes. The first step is to take some cardboard and you're going to draw a heart shape. So place your wreath form on top of the cardboard. You're going to go out anywhere from a ½ inch, kind of in between this bar and this one, and draw it. Now it doesn't need to be perfect because those edges aren't going to be seen. So go ahead and draw around it. Then you want to go ahead and cut the heart shape out. Now mine's not perfect, but remember, nobody's going to see the edges. Now take your fabric that you want for the center and place your cardboard form over it, and then cut out about 1 inch all the way around. You're also going to cut a little slit that goes right into there. Now for this next step, you can either use tacky glue or your hot glue gun, and you're just going to put some around the edges and then fold your fabric over all the way around. So this is what it looks like on the back side when you're done, and then this is what it looks like on the front. Now this fabric is going to be on the back, so it doesn't really matter what color it is, but if you want to stay within your color theme, then go ahead and select the appropriate fabric. You can also use felt for the back of the heart. So place your heart form on there and then draw around it right up next to the wire, and then go ahead and cut it out. Now when you cut it out, here's mine. I used pinking shears. You don't have to use pinking shears, but if you have them, go ahead, and this will help keep the fabric from unraveling. Now this is my fabric that I'm going to wrap around the wire wreath form. And so when you buy your fabric, your selvage edges are together. Then you want to fold it again. So it's like fold it in half again. And I'm going to cut 3-inch wide strips. So you're going to place your ruler on the lines on your cutting mat and go ahead and cut. Now if you don't have a rotary cutter, then draw a line on your fabric, pin your fabric together, and then you're going to cut it out. So now I'm going to go over 3 inches and cut again. You want to cut 3 of these. Leave your strips folded like this and place a few straight pins to hold it in place. If you have pinking shears, then go ahead and you're just going to trim the sides of the fabric all the way down. So you continue on down and then go over to the other side and do the same thing. So you want to do it on both sides of your strip, and this is what it looks like. The reason for doing this, again, it helps to prevent the fabric from unraveling when you're working with it. Now, if you don't have pinking shears, you can fold your edges over and press them on both sides with your iron. This is my fabric for the ruffle. So you want to cut 3 strips 3 inches wide. Use your pinking shears to trim the edges, but only on one edge. Leave this edge straight. Again, if you don't have pinking shears, fold the edges over about 1/4 inch and then just do a straight stitch along that edge to keep it folded over. Take your first strip, and we're going to start in the lower bottom point right in here. So lay your strip here like this, and then you're going to fold that piece under towards the back. Now you're going to put a little bit of glue on this bottom edge, and at this point I'm using the hot glue gun. You can use the other tacky glue, but it's a slower process because it takes longer to dry. So I put a big blob of glue on there and just fold it over like this. Flip it back over to the front and then pull it around like this. Now from this point on, you're going to continue wrapping it, and you're going to overlap that edge. And at first your fabric will be a little bunchy looking in this corner, but as we go through it you won't notice it. So continue wrapping this around the edge. Every couple of times that I wrap it around, I will stop, put just a little glob of glue there so that this fabric won't shift as you're using it. So go ahead and continue wrapping, and every few times you wrap, put a blob of glue. Now I'm coming to the end of this strip. I have enough to wrap around to the back, so flip it over, put some glue across this edge, and then wrap it around to the back. Now I still have it on the back side, so to start with your next strip, put a bead of glue or a row of glue across there and place it right on top of the end of the piece you just glued down. Then flip it back over to the front and continue wrapping. Now I'm almost to the bottom, so you want to just keep wrapping, and you're probably going to be overlapping a lot more than you normally would on the rest of it. But this is where you need to really glue these little edges down so they won't shift while you're doing all this wrapping. And just keep going around until you have all of your edges covered. Now use your hot glue gun, and you're going to put a line of glue all around there, and then take the back side of your heart and place it down on top and press. Take the fabric for the ruffle, and you're going to bring the pretty sides together. That's called the front side or right side of your fabric. Bring it together and then stitch the fabric pieces together at the ends. Now here's the edge where I did the pinking shear cut. At the straight edge that you didn't cut with the pinking shears, you're going to do a large basting stitch. Set the length to 10.0 and go all the way down the end of your strip, all three. Then you're going to take your top thread. Once you get a hold of that top thread, you're going to hold it with one hand and push your fabric so it starts gathering up. Because we've set this to such a long stitch length, it would be fairly easy. So you want to do a little bit at a time. Press your fabric down towards the middle, smooth it out. You don't want your ruffles too tight or too overly gathered. Now you want to turn your heart wreath over to the back. So this is what it should look like on the back. You're going to start putting the ruffle starting up in this corner. Now at the end of the ruffle, I put a little bit of hot glue back down there, and I folded the edge over so that this part doesn't show. Now you're going to put some hot glue down along this edge. Just do a few inches at a time, and you're going to start here, and you're letting this ruffle overlap about, a quarter inch, half inch, and you're going to glue it all the way around the edge. So this is what it looks like on the back right now. Now we're going to take that piece that we cut out earlier and cover the whole back side. So you're going to place glue over the edge of your ruffle fabric. Do a few inches at a time and then place this over on top. So this is what the back side should look like when you're all done. Take some ribbon, any ribbon of your choice, cut it any length you like, fold it, and then glue it down at the top center. I'm going to be using this a little heart shape that I bought from Dollar Tree, and then I'm using this other little ribbon to be placed on the front side. There's 3 of these that come on a package, but the ribbon, you kind of have to pull it apart a little bit because it's all tangled up, so you want to kind of separate it so it fluffs up even more. I put hot glue up here to hold the heart in place, then put another big blob of glue on top of that, and you're going to place the center of this on top right in here. So when you're done, this is what it should look like. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you try making this wreath. Now, if you're interested in other wreaths tutorials that I have, check below your YouTube screen for those video links. Just scroll down to the description section, click on the down arrow or show more. It will expand open and scroll a little bit more and you will start to see the links appearing. I'll also have links to my beginners sewing projects. Now don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing! If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.